Has your doctor ever told you that you don't need physical therapy after an injury or surgery? Did you wonder, will I really recover fully without it? Today, I want to share why physical therapy might be the missing piece to your full recovery, even if your doctor says you don't need it. Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Hahn, CEO and co-founder of HealthFit Physical Therapy and Chiropractic. Over the years, I've had many patients come to me saying, my doctor said I don't need physical therapy, only to realize later that their recovery wasn't as smooth as they had expected. They were left dealing with lingering pain, stiffness, or even new injuries. So today, let's talk about why skipping physical therapy could be a mistake and how a well-rounded physical therapy approach can significantly improve your recovery and long-term health. When your doctor says you don't need physical therapy, they're likely saying that from their perspective, your injury or surgery will heal on its own with rest and time. Maybe the procedure went well, or the injury isn't as severe enough to warrant mandatory rehab. But here's the thing. A lot of doctors are just focused on structural healing, where the bone is aligned or the surgery was successful. What they often don't account for is the functional recovery, the way your body moves and feels in the months afterwards. This is where physical therapy plays a critical role. Let me share a quick story. A few months ago, David, a patient of mine, had minor shoulder surgery to clean it up. His surgeon said physical therapy wasn't necessary, so David decided to skip it. He was left with a few exercises on a printed piece of paper to fend for himself. A few months later, he was still struggling with basic movements like lifting his arm overhead. Mind you, before the surgery, he was super active. He was playing sports regularly, in addition to coaching his son's baseball team. He came to us frustrated, wondering why his shoulder didn't feel normal again. He said to me, I was doing the exercises, but some of them were uncomfortable, and I just didn't know how hard I should push through them. Turns out, while the surgery was successful, he still had limiting pain. The surrounding muscles were weak, and he hadn't restored full mobility of the joint itself. I tell you this story because I hear it all the time. And it's concerning not only for the patient, but for me as someone that can truly help, coach, and guide you so your progress is in the right way. Many doctors are great at diagnosing and treating injuries, but they don't always fully understand the holistic nature of good physical therapy. And by holistic, I don't just mean focusing on the injury site. At HealthFit, we take a much broader view in our approach. When you come to our clinic, we perform a thorough evaluation where we don't just assess the current injury, we look at your body as a whole. We can also take into consideration any past injuries you've had. Why? Because the number one risk factor for a future injury is a past injury. Let's just say you had an old ankle sprain from years ago, and now you're dealing with hip pain. That ankle injury could have altered the way you walk, which in turn might be putting stress on your hip. So unless we address both the ankle and the hip, we're only treating part of the problem. Let's get to a crucial point. If you skip physical therapy when it's really needed, you're significantly lowering your chances of making a full recovery. In fact, the longer you wait, the harder it becomes for your body to fully heal. Your muscles, joints, and tissues may not regain full strength, flexibility, or mobility. Scar tissue can build up, muscles can weaken, and you might develop movement compensations, where your body relies on other muscles to do the work the injured area should be doing. This not only limits your current recovery, but also dramatically increases your risk of a future injury. I've seen this firsthand in so many patients who came to us after skipping physical therapy. They were dealing with nagging pain or stiffness that could have been avoided had they done the proper rehab earlier on. If you sprain your ankle and don't rehab it properly, you're much more likely to sprain it again. And each time it happens, the injury worsens and your recovery becomes longer and more difficult. It's a cycle we want to break before it starts. A good physical therapy program is more than just treating the injury site. One of our main goals is to figure out why the injury happened in the first place. What underlying movement patterns, weaknesses, or biomechanical issues contributed to it. By addressing the root cause, we accomplish two key things: heal faster and more completely. When your body is aligned and moving properly, the healing process becomes more efficient. You lower the risk of re-injury. By correcting faulty movement patterns, we can significantly reduce the chances of the injury happening again. Think about it this way. If you have poor posture or an old injury that hasn't healed properly, it's only a matter of time before you develop another problem. Without the proper evaluation and rehab, you're basically setting yourself up for future issues. Skipping physical therapy doesn't just affect your physical recovery, it can have an emotional toll as well. Recovery can be a frustrating process. You might feel like you should be further along, and that frustration only grows if you're not seeing the result you expected. I've worked with patients who are emotionally drained because they feel stuck. They want to get back to their daily activities, whether it's playing sports, going for a run, or just playing with their kids, but their body just isn't cooperating. That's where we come in. Our goal at HealthFit isn't just to fix the immediate issue. It's to get you back to living your life without limitations. We take the time to understand your goals and create a customized plan to get you there. One of the most important things to remember is that physical therapy isn't just about your current injury. It's about building a foundation for long-term health and mobility. When we strengthen weak areas, restore proper movement patterns, and help you move more efficiently, we're not just treating this injury, we're helping you prevent future problems. I often tell my patients that physical therapy is an investment in their body's future. Athletes, even at the professional level, know this better than anyone. They rely on physical therapy not just to recover from the injuries, but to prevent them. They understand that their body is a system and every part needs to be working properly to stay healthy and perform at its best. If your doctor has told you that you don't need physical therapy, think twice before skipping it. Without it, you're risking an incomplete recovery and increasing your chances of re-injury down the road. At HealthFit, we take a holistic approach to your recovery. We look at the entire picture, your past injuries, your movement patterns, and the root cause of your current issue, so we can help you heal fully and prevent future problems. If you're ready to start your journey to full recovery, drop a comment below, visit our website, or give us a call. Let's work together to get you back to doing what you love, stronger, healthier, and without fear of future injury. Thank you for watching, and remember, your recovery is more than just healing the injury. It's about building a body that serves you well for your entire life. Hey, if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for our latest tips coming to you every week. Share this video with your family and friends. It might just make their day a little bit better. I'll see you soon.